All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2.
Hi. Was that it? Are we live?
Yeah, we are live now.
You didn't say anything.
That's why I waved.
What? Not an airplane.
Sorry. The emergency exits are to your left and to your right and to your back. Greetings.
Was that a Star Trek thing? Greetings.
No.
That's not even right. That's Scout's honor.
Yeah, that's Scout's honor. Let's live long and prosper. Okay. Hi, everybody out there. You may have noticed we moved things around a little bit, and we're still trying to figure things out.
We are.
Welcome to our world.
On a daily basis. Everybody, always trying to figure it out. But we're getting there. Tell us what you like. Do you like this better, or do you like the other one better? I'm feeling more comfortable here, to be quite frank.
Yeah, I think this is a better layout.
Yeah.
Although the mic needs probably to be a little bit closer to you.
To me right now?
When you're talking to me.
Okay. How's this? Better?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So it picks up better.
All right.
So sorry for the, phases in and phases out from both of our voices.
We're getting better here, you guys.
And I actually pressed record for the podcast part of it with Spotify and all that. So it's recording normal.
Nice.
The last one got cut off at the beginning. And
that's right. I remember.
And I think it got cut off at the end.
That's right.
So
did it really?
I think so.
Oh, no.
By probably a minute.
Okay.
But c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
But we're here. We're here for episode 2.
We're doing this. We were all set up and we're like, all right, we're ready. We're actually early. And he's like, you're forgetting one thing. I'm like, what? He's like, think about it.
The wine.
The wine.
So.
Yeah.
And today's.
It's okay. We're good.
Today's wine of choice is Lapis Luna.
Yep.
Sounds very Harry Potterish. And it's a Chardonnay.
It is.
Let's
cheers to this.
Cheers.
We have tried this before.
Correct.
We did like it a lot. And we actually drank the whole bottle.
Yes, we did drink the whole bottle.
We did.
We split it up and it wasn't like Anywho.
Yes. So, welcome, grapeviners. Is that what we're saying it? Grapeviners? That's not even a word, is it?
Grapeviners?
Yeah, what are we saying?
I mean, it could be a thing.
Whatever.
I'd just say welcome to the grapevine.
Sure. We'll go with that. I don't know. I kind of like my thing. We're going to go with grapeviners because I made that word up.
Yeah, because we're not.
That's what I do.
Because we're not going to be Ugeers.
You whaters? What did you just say?
Ugeers.
Ugeeters.
Ugeers.
Ugeers.
Yeah, U, unfiltered, G, grapevine. Ugeers.
Oh, okay. No. That went right over my head. Anyways, I'm Emma Ray, and this is...
JP.
There we go.
Because I'm not using my full name.
I will. Jean-Pierre. So if I get mad at him, I'll say Jean-Pierre. Just for fun.
The only person...
That's about the only French word I can say. I can count to 10. That's about it.
Très bien, mon chéri.
Yes, very good, madame. See? I can understand some of it. Ooh. Did you see that?
That was a flash.
That was... What are you, a cat?
I saw a flash.
Squirrel? Was that,
I saw a flash. I was like, what the heck?
That was Flash. Flash Gordon.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Back to DC Comics, everybody. Okay. Anyways, so our topic...
Not Flash Gordon, DC Comics.
No?
No.
They're not DC?
No.
It shows you how much comics I know.
No,
I don't know. What is it?
The Flash.
The Flash?
Is DC. Flash Gordon is not.
The hell is the difference?
Flash Gordon was a space traveler.
Oh, I don't know.
See, she's not the sci-fi geek like I am.
No, I am not. I'm the dork. He's a nerd.
We're going to save that for another day because there is a comedian that talks about the difference between nerds and geeks, and he's very hilarious. He uses a flow chart. It's very funny.
Oh, yes. Okay, we're not going there.
We're not going to go there because we always distract.
Yes.
But it's those things that go, no. Yes. Today's topic is...
What are your traveling quirks and or requirements?
There we go. And I'm going to be gentlemanly also for the fact that I'm very, very tired today and my leg is killing me. So I'm going to let her go first.
Aww, he's so sweet. Mainly it's just because he's in pain, but that's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it, Mr. Gentleman. So, okay. I had to rein this in because...
How many quirks do you have?
I have lots of quirks. You know this. You lived with me. You were my roommate. You know I have a lot of quirks, so.
Yes.
But
we're narrowing it down to specifically while traveling.
They're all pretty much the same, but yeah. So of course I need snacks. I love snacks. Lots of water.
Yes, that I knew.
Lots of water, which means lots of pit stops.
Yes.
Or if I'm in the air, then a lot of bathroom breaks because I definitely go frequently.
Yeah.
And I don't like to be wrinkly. Like I despise it. Okay, don't look at me. I know.
I'm listening I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at you because you're talking.
Yes, I don't like to be wrinkly. Okay, it bothers me. I don't like my clothes to be wrinkly, so I carry de-wrinkler spray, and I mean my clothes, my face. I don't like to be wrinkled. I don't. Don't. I bring my lotions and potions. I got stuff from my face, stuff from my clothes.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing is a Botox injection to take with her.
I'm the natural one. Sorry. I do a lot of things. That is not it. No injections for me. Although I have tried it. I did not like it. I didn't like it. So, no. It was a long time ago. A friend of mine said that, you should try it. And I tried it and I was like, oh, I don't like it. So,
okay.
So I went my natural path. But anyways, the point is those are basically my quirks.
Okay.
Lots of snacks, lots of de-wrinkling stuff, lotions and potions. You, sir? What?
Lotions and potions.
Lotions and potions. That's what I'm going to call it.
Humpty Dumpty here.
Wow.
That's kind of how I feel.
Aww, I'm sorry.
That's not your fault.
No,
I need to lose weight.
We've had that discussion before, so I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, just never mind.
I love you anyways.
Thank you. Thank God the girlfriend loves me too, the way I am.
Exactly.
She likes me just the way I am. I have really one major quirk.
Okay.
Is that I'm at the airport really early.
Yes. At least 2 hours, right?
Well, recommendation is always 2 hours, no matter what the flight is. And I'm usually there at least the 2 hours.
Yes.
If not 2.5, 3 hours.
For sure.
I'd rather be at the airport waiting than showing up, last minute and having complications. And I'm going based on boarding time, not ticket time.
Yes.
Because you always have that half-hour leeway in there. So I'm going by the boarding time. So I am there usually 2.5 hours before actual flight. Yes. That is like my biggest quirk. Yeah. Everything else is kind of go with the flow. I don't really make a plan. I mean, I make a plan for going to a trip, but I don't really make a plan while I'm on the trip, so to speak.
Sure.
I mean, I know, say, for example, I flew to London once on the own. I knew I was going to a concert one night. That was out of the way.
The Course.
The Course, yes. Irish band.
Yes, we talked about that in a previous...
I think we did mention that previously in a previous story on season one.
Season 1, yeah.
And then I knew I was going to go to take a train to go to Cardiff and see the Doctor Who exhibit. But from that point, everything else was up in the air. Yes. It's like, okay, I'm going to Cardiff. I'm going to see that. That's going to last an hour. I'm going to be in Cardiff for, a good 4 or 5 hours until the train comes back.
Sure.
So what am I going to do? So that's where I get to, be more just...
So what do you do? What did you do?
I walked around, took photographs, saw the architecture, walked the port wharf that was there. So just got brought in the scenery, walked by the castle. Mm-hmm. So it was very basic. And then I went back and I kind of said like, well, you know what? It was a rough, long night the night before. So I got an earlier train and then to come back because otherwise I would have been coming at like 10 o'clock at night. I ended up arriving at like 7 o'clock at night. I got a couple of hours early train.
So then your main quirk or requirement would be basically getting to the airport 2 to 3 hours beforehand, and as well as not necessarily having a plan during vacation.
Pretty much. I mean, I like to pretend to be spontaneous.
And he does mean pretend.
Yeah, because for the most part, it is planned. I know what I want to do a specific day, but it's the actual doing of the specific thing that is up in the air.
So then maybe it's not necessarily spontaneous, but rather more going with the flow.
Pretty much.
Kind of where it takes you.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
So I know I'm going to go, I want to go to a winery, let's say somewhere. Now, which winery, how to get there, all this other will be like, we'll figure it out on that day. Mm-hmm. All I know is that this is the day I want to do it.
I have a question.
Maybe I'll answer.
If he won't, maybe you will. Because you say winery, right? A lot of people say wineries. Others say vineyards. What's the difference, or are they the same?
It's the same.
Okay. I like the word vineyard.
Vineyard is more socially... Okay, I got to adjust this mic. Vineyard is a little bit more posh.
Well, you know.
While a winery is just like saying a brewery.
Okay.
You know,
winery. What's the posh word for brewery?
It's beer. Nothing's posh about.
I can't even say that word.
In my opinion, there's nothing posh about a beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
That's fair.
So, don't hate me. Budweiser.
I'm not a big beer drinker. But
Anheuser-Busch, Guinness.
You're fine. You're allowed to have your opinions.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I used to drink beer a lot. I stopped. Just never liked it in the first place. I just drank it when I was out, and it was cheap. But then it was just like, forget.
Is that a word?
Yeah. Yeah. So I started drinking really the good stuff.
The scotch and the whiskey.
The scotch, the whiskey, the vodka, the occasional tequila.
We have many stories.
I avoided tequila the best I could.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Problems. So many problems with tequila.
Well, it's bad.
In the youth, anyways.
Well, yeah, you're younger, you're crazier, you're stupider. Stupider. But when you go to a bar that their main thing is tequila, and you basically...
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire bar is a tequila bar.
Okay.
So they have like 50, 60 different brands and variations of tequila.
Okay.
And shots range from $3 to $30.
That's some good tequila.
Yeah.
That'll knock you on your feet.
Yep.
On your feet, on your butt. You're already on your feet.
As long as as long as your clothes are still on, you're safe.
You're not going to remember.
Yeah, but other people. Well, nowadays people have video cameras, so when I was younger, that's the one thing I like about my generation. We don't have evidence of anything.
That's true. Well, we do, because we did record and we did take pictures. That sounds wrong. That sounds really wrong. That's not what I mean. Sorry. I caught myself mid-sentence.
It's true, but not. It's true to an extent.
Yes, not in a.
She went to a whole level of inappropriate considerations of what was videotaping.
No, I did not. I just caught myself how it could be misconstrued.
True. Correct.
I did not think of it, obviously, because I was
but it
saying it, but as I was saying it, I'm like, oh, hold on, that could.
that's because you were seeing it from the other angle.
Yes.
Yes. The story behind that is in our youth, we used to have friends come over and do like a pajama party.
Yes.
And we would record it. We would put a camera in the corner.
Yeah. And just record our stupidity,
and
really.
just record the night. It had
the goofiness.
It was
and all of
just
that.
on steady flow taping, old 8mm, old cassette.
Which you still have.
Yeah, buried somewhere in a box.
No, they should stay buried. It's good.
But that's it. And we would just have it in the corner, and then we would just have our party. We would play games, charades,
drink,
Jenga,
karaoke. We would karaoke
a lot of karaoke.
Yeah. Most of us weren't good, but
no, yeah,
some were.
So,
but it was just fun.
Sitting around a piano, playing the piano and singing.
That's right.
At our friends.
Yeah.
Not my house, but at another friend's house.
Sure.
Out in the backyard, we would move, running in the yard and just bonfires and stuff like that. But that we just recorded because that was the way for us to have it as posterity's sake.
Yeah, just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that kept the evidence.
And then and half the time, because let's face it, sometimes we would go out and then come back home and we would pick somebody's home. And at the time, I lived with JP because we were roommates.
Yeah.
And there were times where we'd go out. We'd either go out to the nightclub and just go dancing it's a country western club, or we would go to the Panthers hockey game. To a hockey game. So we would either do something like that, and then we'd come back and
we would be with friends and
just
then
be with
So and learn a lesson.
And it was a group of us, like 10 of us, right?
Yeah, about 10 of us, and it was well balanced. I think it was like 5 girls and 5 guys.
Yeah.
It's not that we were couples or anything. We were really just friends.
Yeah.
I think out of everybody, there was only really one couple.
You're 100% right.
Everybody else was single
and just having fun.
Just
not
having
really
fun.
Necessarily looking for a relationship.
It wasn't anything
just having
relationship.
fun.
It wasn't anything hooking up. Nothing. None of that.
Nothing like that. No.
And but we just had a blast, and it was cheaper. Because we would buy our own stuff and have it at the house, and we weren't spending hundreds of dollars at a bar or at the club.
And it was doubly entertaining because not only was it entertaining when we were doing it, it was doubly entertaining when we watched it because we're like, we did that?
Yeah.
I don't remember XYZ or whatever that was. Yeah.
Or then if there was a disagreement about something, it's like throwing a red flag. Well, let's look at the instant replay. And then we could go back to it and say...
Even in our drinking, we're nerds.
So it's like, nope, see, you did do that. You pushed me over the fire. No, I didn't. Instant replay. Rewind.
Yeah, there were some very interesting, fun times.
Again, that's what happens with young...
You're in your 20s. I mean, you're young and silly.
20, 30s, and alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, most of us were in our 20s, though. Some were in like our early 30s.
I was in my 30s.
Yeah, you were in your early 30s because you're 5 years older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was... Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had my house after I was 30. Mm-hmm. That's when I had the house. So it had to be like that period.
And then my doggy was in part of the fun, usually when he was at the house. So.
Oh, yeah, when he was at our place.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was that. I don't know. Why did we take it there?
I don't remember.
Oh, we were recording. And then I said, that sounded weird.
Yeah.
But why did I say that? Do you remember? Wow.
Welcome to our show. We went on a tangent again, off topic from the original subject, and we started talking about
Technically, we did talk about the subject.
We did talk about the subject for maybe 5 minutes.
Fair enough. And then we did totally
and then we went on a whole tangent.
Oh, yes, because I asked about vineyard and winery.
Vineyard and winery difference, and
but then I had another follow-up question because you were talking about was it on the train, right?
On a train,
Europe,
yes.
yeah?
Yeah, when I was in Europe.
Okay. So, and you talked about getting out and doing all kinds of stuff, and you mentioned architecture.
Yes.
Tell me about the architecture, because I know that it's so completely different in Europe than it is from here. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because I love architecture. You know I do. But can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, it's just nice to see buildings that are 100, 200 years old.
It is really cool.
So, going to Cardiff, it's different than being in London because London's such a giant metropolis and modern buildings and all that. And Cardiff having some, it's not that it did not have that, but it has still a lot of its old charm,
That's what I like
from
about it,
old times. Actually, 14 years ago this week, I was in Odessa, Ukraine.
You were?
Yes, for when I went there for the first and previous last time. I do hope to go back there soon. Hopefully when the war ends soon. But we won't talk about that. But yeah, 14 years ago this week, I was in Odessa, which is the port city in Ukraine. And the architecture and the city streets were just so classic 1700s. Cobblestone roads, colored buildings with giant arches and innate trims. And then of course, historical statues and stuff in the park. And it was beautiful. And I loved just that scenic moment of doing that. Yeah. And I hope to be able to do that more, visiting other places in the near future. I have giant goals of traveling more. And I'm hoping that will be a part of that experience. So
I hope so too, for your sake, because I know you really enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy it, but
yeah,
it's on my bucket list, but not my priority right at this moment.
Yeah, it's basically my bucket list, but once I'm grounded with the young lady that I'm with, that is stuff. It is stuff that we talked about. Places we want to go, places we want to see together, places she's been already, but she wants to share with me. Places I've been, I want to share with her. So, I want to take her to Brazil. I want to take her to Brazil, where I lived for many years.
Hold on, I'm just going to pause here for a second. So sweet.
Oh, don't do that. Although there is a funny story about that.
Okay.
That I will share after I tell you this. I lived in Brazil. I grew up there in my teens, and I was able to visit many different states there and the beach towns and all that. And that's one of the things I would love to take her and kind of just be able to kind of say, like, this is where I live. This is like the old apartment I used to be in and all that, and kind of share that. Okay, now going back to the hand symbol.
To the what? Oh, hand signal. I just said handsome. I'm like...
Hand symbol, hand signal. My girlfriend and I, we were on video chat actually just a few days ago. And unbeknownst to me, I have a Mac computer, and I just updated it to the new Sonoma operating system. Okay. So it's their newest OS from what they were having for their basic brain.
Got it.
But it has a new feature when it comes to FaceTime with reactions, which I did not know about.
Okay.
So I'm having my FaceTime connection with my girlfriend, and we both do this to each other. But from my camera, I get emojis of hearts flying in front of me.
That's so cute.
Because it's a reaction to the video, which is new. Yeah. Caught me totally by surprise. Yeah. Her reaction was priceless. Aww. Seeing that, like, and then she kept on trying to do it on her end with nothing happening. Aww. So she was like, why is it not happening? And then I would do it again, and it would burst more hearts.
That's cute.
So she's like, it's magic.
It's magic.
And then, of course, I'm saying, see, it's proof that I do love you. Aww. So we had that moment. And then, good night. Talk to you later. We hung up. And then I looked it up and I realized it's the OS. I had just updated it the night before.
Gotcha.
So that's what caused it. And that's not the only one it has. So if I'm talking on the screen and I put a thumbs up, it pops up a thumbs up bubble and it kind of floats in the air, this little bubble with a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Okay.
It has both of them. I'm not sure how it activates, but there's also balloons flying up or confetti flying down in the background. And if you do a little rock and roll sign, you get your whole backdrop turns into like a laser show behind you.
That's awesome.
And kind of like highlights behind you.
That's really cool.
Which is cute, like little reactionary technology stuff now that's embedded with the FaceTime. And you can disable it. If you don't want to have it, you can disable it. And you can Google it and look it up later, viewers. But yeah, so we had this moment that was like, we were both shocked.
Aww.
Because it
now, what if you didn't want the heart emoji? So, I mean, it's super cute, but what if you do this, but you're doing it to somebody that you really don't, that doesn't really like you back, and they're like, meh.
Well, that's where you deactivate the reaction. That's a default. So it's part of that in the programming. The camera recognizes it and triggers it.
No, but what I'm saying is that there should be an option of what to hit. Like if you want hearts, you should press this. If you want,
no, that's,
I don't know.
No, you don't.
It's just me being silly.
Yeah, you're being too specific on anything. That is
what I do.
This is gonna be a heart, and that's all it's gonna be. Well, look at that! It did it.
Shut your face!
I just did it on the camera now because I think my FaceTime.
Will it go? No, it won't do it if I do it. I don't.
Well, it needs to see you kind of doing it.
I am doing. Oh, no, it has to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, with the camera.
Do it again.
So, and you kind of like. That's it. That was the trick.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I didn't realize my FaceTime is actually triggering with this.
So it's your camera, really.
It's the camera that's connected with it. That's
adorable.
So yeah, it recognizes.
Do the thumbs up.
So yeah, so it's supposed to be like.
No.
No, I guess.
Okay, put your hand on.
Oh, there it is.
Something else.
Nope, there it popped up. See. Whoop.
There it is.
Yep.
Cute.
And then I think if you do the rock and roll.
We're gonna do laser show.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not.
Okay. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
You can put your hands down.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't know, but yeah, it's a new feature with Apple.
Huh. I don't have that on my Apple.
Well, no, you need to upgrade. You need to upgrade your OS.
Right. I'm saying I don't have it because I haven't upgraded it. So, you're gonna add more.
I'm just gonna have a dash.
A dash.
Because I already had it half of what you had. So. All right.
Just a tidbit.
Splash.
Here we go.
Splash dash. All right. Lapis Luna Chardonnay. It's from North Coast, California.
So good.
I know you're not sponsoring us, but thank you very much for creating such a good wine.
Yes, and we actually had it at a local pub.
Yes, they had. It's just a draft beer and wine bar.
Yeah.
And this was one. This was
and it was the first one that we had there, and it was.
Yeah,
it really made the night.
It caught our eye. We wanted a white wine because it's hot.
Yeah.
So it's summertime. It's hot. We want
something light. Yeah.
Light, and it was
This was a couple months ago,
and it was a good price. You know,
it was
for the bottle.
Yeah.
You know, versus buying just the glass.
Yeah. Plus, we knew that we were going to sit out there for quite some time.
Yeah, we were going to chit chat about different issues that we had at the time. We were talking about business with this a little bit. Yeah. Very little bit.
It's true. I don't think we talk about business very frequently.
No, we try to at least reference it a little bit.
We do, but I mean, it's not.
But it
doesn't encompass the entire conversation.
No, that's not the reason why we got together to talk. Because we can do that over the phone at any time.
Yeah.
Now we were both going through something semi-personal, and we needed a voice, and so we reached out.
Yeah, that's the best thing about having a really good friend that has known you for an incredibly long time, where you're able to speak and tell them your woes, right? But they don't necessarily, how should I say this? They don't say things just to appease you. They really listen, and then they go, okay, well, could it have been XYZ, fill in the blank, whatever that looks like.
Unlike what I just did now while she was talking, I was trying to make sure the sound equipment was working.
I'm used to that. But I know you're listening.
Yes, I was listening.
Because otherwise you say, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening, which is what I actually do.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Wasn't listening. Actually, I think in one of our episodes, you started saying something. I was like, what? What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't just one episode.
Like I wasn't listening.
I think I ramble a little bit too much.
No, it is. Well, no, you do, but that is a fact. But it normally happens when you say something that's intriguing, and
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to listening to the Unfiltered Grapevine. Please visit our website, unfilteredgrapevine.com, and become a Patreon member, or visit our merchandise shop and purchase one of our several products. Like and subscribe. We'll listen to you next time. Thanks again. Bye.